Finding niche competitors is like looking 2 to 3 years into the future of your business. You get to see how they got their first customers, which features they ended up settling on, what they put on their landing page. You can even sign up for their newsletter or product and go through their entire onboarding sequence. So there's a lot you can learn from studying your most successful competitors. But first, you need to find them. So in this video, I just want to go through 5 methods that I always use when I'm starting a new project, and I'm trying to find those niche competitors that I can learn the most from. So let's just get into the first method, which is long tail keyword research. So throughout this video, I'm just going to be using Bizway to keep track of our competitors and maybe ask the AI assistant for a little bit of help on some things. But the first method that we're going to look at is long tail keyword research. I'm also going to be using Bizway as the example business. So Bizway is a platform to help you plan and launch a new business. So those are the types of competitors: planning, business planning software, research tools. Those are the types of competitors that I'm going to be looking for. So for something like Bizway, the main keywords will be things like business planning software. So if I were to just put in a quick Google search for something like business planning software, this is probably my first stop for trying to get an overview of the competition. Google even has this little summary depending on the category that you're searching for, but I get a quick overview of some of the main competitors in the business planning software area. So LivePlan, Plan Guru, and I can also look for these best of keywords. So I could look at Tech Radar's article on best business plan software of 2024, and this is going to give me a list of some competitors. So let's just add a few of those to our list. So if you haven't already, then a quick search for your main keyword is obviously going to bring you the biggest players in your field. But we're looking for more of the niche competitors. So when it comes to long tail keywords, what I would like to do is come up with a list of topics that are related to the features and offerings that Bizway can provide users who are starting businesses. I'm actually going to use Bizway to help me with this. So I just asked Bizway to help me come up with some content topics that would be a good place to start for my long tail keywords. So I'm just going to copy these into the document that we're working on. So in the case of Bizway, things like validating your idea, creating the business plan, target market research, minimum viable product. These are all subcategories of starting a business, which are going to give me plenty of ideas for long tail keywords. So let's start at the top with this: how to validate your business idea. We could do that as a search itself, or we could do something like business idea validator tool. Do a Google search for this. Okay, it's good to see that Bizway is near the top for this, but you can also check these ads because these are people who are paying to arrive for these keywords. So I'll put in 100 tasks with persona, validatorAI.com, dimeadozen.ai. So you can see that these are much smaller companies or products that are really forced to hone in on specific long tail keywords in order to show up in search results. So these products would not have shown up in any of Forbes' top 10 lists. They wouldn't show up in any keyword research tools, but they do arrive once you take an extra step and reverse engineer some of these long tail keywords that are related to the topics for your business. So method number 1 complete. The next place we can look is marketplaces. Depending on your niche, there might be a dedicated marketplace or directory for tools that are 100% relevant to what your business is offering. One way to find a marketplace or directory in your niche is just to input your main keyword or related keyword and then marketplace or directory. So for Bizway, I might do AI tools directory, and then it's going to give me a list of all of these directories that are focused on AI tools. Go to Futurepedia, and here I'm going to find a huge list of tools that are either direct or indirect competitors. I can filter by various categories. So marketing, I could say business plan, search, and we'll find various tools that are related to my category or niche. So marketplaces are a really nice way to get honed in on niche competitors that are relevant to your industry, and they're often a way for these smaller competitors to appear without necessarily showing up in search. Now, the third method, of course, I have to mention that you can also use Bizway to help you with your competitor research, which is kind of like working with ChatGPT, except it has a more in-depth understanding of your business, and it's going to give you more relevant competitors. So I can just ask it directly, can you give me a list of 20 competitors? So I didn't have to give it any extra information. It just read everything on the page, so it knows that we're working on this competitor research. It also saw the structure of the table that we are storing our competitors in, and it's followed that. It's taken the existing competitors in our table, and it has added these relevant competitors to the list. So this is great. I'm going to copy all of this, paste it on the page, and now I have my updated list. So this is actually a really good step after you've done some initial research of your own. So you could see that we already added a couple of competitors that we were interested in, and then we just asked Bizway really to extend it based on the information we've already provided, plus all the information it already knows about Bizway. So that's the third method, using Bizway. Now onto forums. So similar to marketplaces, you can try to find forums that are relevant to your industry or the business type that you're working on. But the most common forum is going to be Reddit, and then finding a subreddit that is relevant to your particular niche. So in my case, I might even just start with the entrepreneur subreddit, which is a huge subreddit, and then I might just search within it for business planning tools. This is going to be a way where you can find either some more authentic feedback about competitors, so you can find out what people like or dislike about particular features or things that competitors are offering. So it's a way to get some more qualitative feedback from real users. But it also might be a way for you to discover niche products and other topics that people are searching related to this particular keyword. So here you go, someone's written a post about the best 11 free, and it has come up with some tools that are sorted by categories that people might be interested in, and these are quite new tools. Never heard of this, never heard of this. So Reddit can be a really nice way to kind of outsource some of the competitor research to massive communities of people in your niche. And last method on the list is to use social media. So depending on the industry and business that you're building, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube even are going to be social media platforms that you can use their search functions to get more targeted results. Kind of similar to using forums. You're not only going to get tools, new tools, but you're also going to get real user comments and feedback and get a sense for what people like or dislike. You'll also be able to see how your competitors are using social media to try and market and find their own customers. So 2 methods for this. If we're trying to find niche competitors, pick your platform of choice. So for something like Instagram, you might just do a direct search, find content that might list the specific tools for you to work with. But once you find a tool, you can also use social media platforms recommendations to find other related competitors. So for example, if I know that LivePlan is one of my competitors, I can click on this similar accounts button, and it's going to show me a list of similar or related accounts that I can follow, which could help me reveal some other competitors. Using this method, you'll also probably find some relevant influencers, which could be useful to reach out to and follow in your industry. So that's a quick rundown of 5 methods that I use to try and find niche competitors and go a bit further than the classic 7 best tools for X, which you might find on a Forbes list. If you really want to dive into finding relevant niche competitors, then you can try out these methods to go a bit deeper and really build out your competitor list. And if you do want to use Bizway to help you with this, as shown in this video, then head over to bizway.io. You can sign up for a free trial and you can use all of the features that you've seen in this video on your free trial. Thanks for watching.